Hello, hello. Welcome into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be talking more about Weller and their products. We are bringing you CYPB and the William Larue Weller release from 2017.
William Larue Weller is one of the founding fathers of whiskey, the very first person to put wheat in the mash bill rather than rye, which makes it a sweeter whiskey. He also decided that time was more important to be patient with your whiskey, so none of the actual Weller line is less than 7 years old. And then he putting the Stitzel Weller was the place that he did his distilling at a long time ago, but now it's part of Buffalo Trace. So you can look back at the Buffalo Trace video, that'll give you the history of Buffalo Trace. Okay, so we got a couple different expressions. The CYPB came out last year, and it was pretty much another allocated, sought after, almost impossible to find, but thankfully we were able to get a hold of a bottle with some of my friends. We can thank Charlie, Randy, Feroz, and Adam for donating the bottle to let us use this today for the show. And so what this basically stands for is Craft Your Perfect Bourbon, and what they did is they were able to pick the warehouse space, the recipe, and the proof, and the proof ends up being 95, and so let's see how it tastes.
See how it smells first.
Well, of course.
Medium intensity,
Very sweet.
mature new oak. That corn really pops out of the glass.
It's a sweet corn.
Yeah.
I get a lot of maple.
Black pepper spice, cinnamon and leather.
Yeah, I get a lot of the orange. Apparently me and the orange and Weller go together.
Yeah.
Vanilla and...
And I get the cherry, you get the orange.
yeah.
I can get behind both of those notes.
Caramel, slight nuttiness on the nose.
I like a floral dough, like a uncooked dough.
I get a slight buttercream frosting type
Yeah.
nose on there. It's very sweet.
Yes. Let's see what this bad boy tastes like.
Going in. Strong maple for me. And that cherry in the background. The nuttiness that I got on the nose tastes more along the lines of peanut.
Salted peanuts.
Yeah, I get pears and apples and peaches and some vanillas. The orange chocolate is up prevalent again. Chocolate covered cherries.
Slight butteriness to it for me.
It's not as thick as I thought it would be, though. It's kind of a little bit thinner than I expected.
Yeah.
Thinner than I was hoping for.
Yeah.
It being as sought after as it was.
Right.
But
I agree.
there's still a nice roundness to it. It's nice
It's
nice
still a great
cohesiveness
whiskey.
to it, I should
Right.
say.
No, it's excellent whiskey.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd put it above Weller 107.
No, I don't think so.
Personally, I wouldn't.
I think it's a little better than the 12, but it's got a little more intensity, a little more heat to it than the 12, but I think it's probably, but not as good as the 107.
No.
It's $50. I mean, I wouldn't pay any more than the $50 that it's worth. I mean,
You can find it.
yeah, well, yeah, you're not
can find
going.
it, no.
Of course, they got the new foolproof coming out sometime this year, which I'm real excited about. So we'll see how that goes.
If you can find it.
If we can
If
find
I'll
we
enjoy
can
the
find it.
pictures.
All right.
That's very good though.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the big boy?
Kind of a toasted finish on it for me.
Oh yeah, sure does. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the big bad boy, the one that everyone's been talking about, BTAC.
Once a year, you can get Buffalo Trace BTAC series. They release usually about October to November, sometimes even late December. You'll finally find some stores getting them. But this is a sought-after bourbon every year. Definitely by me. This is a wonderful,
Definitely
wonderful
tell
expression.
Yeah, I mean, William Larue Weller, I mean, like the BTAC series came out in 2000. It's a $100 bottle, and that's the MSRP on it. Problem is, a lot of places mark up to $500. Don't pay $500 for this. I mean, is it as good as that? Probably, but still don't pay it. It's just you're paying secondary marketing prices. There's no reason to. I mean, the proof on this thing is
128.
yeah, 128.2.
Yeah.
So it's high proof, and
Yeah.
it's a glorious, glorious whiskey. It's one of the best whiskeys I've ever tasted in my life. So let's go in for the nosing and tasting and let you know why this is one of the best there is.
No. Powerfully intense nose.
Oh yes. The alcohol burn right off. right to the finish of the nose.
Black pepper, white pepper, clove.
Cherry. I get some plum,
You're getting like honeysuckle.
light toffee.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wheat and corn, obviously, but just get cinnamon and
Sweet
spice.
corn.
Yeah, very sweet corn. But that wheat just really nice. Just sweetens it up even more.
Walnuts and hay
I get a toasted note on it, so.
as well.
Yeah.
That nice big punch of orange again on this one.
And I get all cherry.
Which is so.
Chocolate covered cherry, like, just.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting how many people's the different palates and different noses people pick up. And the best thing about whiskey is there's no wrong answer. I mean,
It's
what
very
you pick
subjective.
up. Exactly.
Your palate is unique to you. Our palates are unique to us.
Yeah. There is no one true
And more
best.
importantly, the things I grew up eating and the things you grew up eating are different.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it
And
affects
the
that.
flavors that I associate with certain things may not be the same things you associate with those
Absolutely.
same flavors.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
it's wonderful to have lots of different interpretations of the same
Right.
thing.
Alright, let's see this tastes
I'm ready for this. Whew. Yeah. That's the stuff. I get that cherry right up front.
And this is why people wait at 3 a.m. in
Yeah.
line, in the cold, freezing, and it's totally worth
For
it.
that bottle.
Yeah.
I get some
Oh,
toasted
boy, it's
marshmallow.
whiskey.
Kind of a tobacco spice on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got burnt creme brulee on there. Yeah.
Maple syrup. Toasted almond. I think you mentioned almond in the nose.
Oh
Yeah. Instead, getting pretty much all those same notes
Yeah.
in the flavor as well. Everything's coming through.
A
Yeah.
little bit of clove on the finish
Raisin
there.
and chocolate.
Yeah.
And see, I get figs.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Figs
yeah.
and chocolate would work.
Yeah. Orange chocolate and figs and apples and pears. This is extremely
Cherry.
complicated whipsy.
Absolutely.
It's just-
It's excellent.
And every time it's
you
different.
feel the proof. It is a hot.
It's another one of
hot,
those
big
that
boy.
that kind of warms you from the inside out. Instead of burning on the way down, just goes down nice and smoothly, and then you feel the burn grow. It's
Yeah,
a
both
good
on your palate
burn.
and in your chest.
Yes.
It's the perfect texture. It coats your whole tongue. Your whole
Yeah.
mouth is just enveloped in it, and just constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a glorious whiskey. I mean, like I
I
said, if you
agree.
can find it, buy it.
Oh yeah.
At MSRP. You know, just don't pay $500
Right.
to support those evil people.
We don't like supporting those guys.
No, we
You
don't.
shouldn't either.
Takes away from the rest of us regular Joes.
That's right.
You know.
Well, we still have a little bit left in the glass. Until next time, keep on crusading for better whiskey. Cheers.
Cheers.